2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. For Portland, a win tonight would make it 3 victories in their first 4 games of the season. That would be a nice little run to start the year. And tonight, we get to see Mohamed Bamba. Tremendous size and strength, but also extremely bright, Kenny. Schools with the highest level academics offered him scholarships.
Wow, because he's a smart guy off the court who still honors his basketball IQ. I love that. I love that about guys. And you know, he's just one of the rare breeds of everything you want. He opposing defender, blocking shot, alters everything, and a great student.
And on the offensive end, very raw, runs the floor very well. Needs to add a lot of strength, though.
Coming up shortly, it's the tip. We'll go courtside to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The starting lineup for the visiting Portland Trail Blazers. At small forward, Evan Turner. At the other forward position, Al-Farouq. At center, Yusuf Nurkic. At shooting guard, CJ McCollum. At the other guard position, Damian Lillard. The head coach of the visiting team is Terry Stotts.
Starting at point guard, at 6'3", number 22, Jared Grant. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 31, Terrence Ross. At the other guard position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 10, Evan Fournier. Number 9 center from USC, Nick Vucevic. The other forward, at 6'9", number 00, Aaron Gordon. The head coach for your team. Once again, your Orlando Magic.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. The Magic make a quick stop here in front of their Orlando fans, just 1 game before heading out. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Portland, Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Al-Farouq Amino is out there with Nurkic, and it's Turner in at the 3, the small forward. And Doris, last year, another season where Evan Fournier continued to improve his scoring.
Well, it's really been amazing to watch this guy refine his game over the last several years. Very judicious with the shots he takes. Not going to wow you too often, but a very consistent contributor.
Lillard misses. And it's the Magic's ball. Fournier passes to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
And Turner kicks to Nurkic. Fournier against McCollum. Back to Nurkic. Shoots over Vucevic. Ross grabs the board. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Here's Grant. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Here's Fournier, following the score by Damian Lillard. Fournier finds Vucevic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, that's power and focus of Nikola Vucevic. Hit him, slap him, doesn't make a difference. Well, we know this about Nikola Vucevic, right? He's always been a reliable option on the offensive end. He's at his best when he's sort of balancing that inside and outside game. This guy a year ago focused on posting up and getting better looks close to the basket.
The free throw drops for Vucevic. And as talented as Vucevic is on offense, detractors will always question, Doris, his defense.
Well, I think, Kevin, there's no secret here that his defense is not as strong as his offense. But from a purely statistical standpoint, his team is much better with him on the floor.
Now here's McCollum, coming off a solid outing against Washington. And now Orlando on the break. Grant leading the charge. Good work defensively by Turner. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lillard outside. Back to Turner. The shot will not fall. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's Ross. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Terrence Ross, Doris, one of the more athletic wingmen in the league.
Right, Kevin. This guy's got great reach and frame for the position he plays, and he's always been able to dazzle at times, but he can also disappear. So this guy's got to find that ability to get involved and stay active.
And the first one drops. You're seeing some guys who were role players last year, Doris, now stepping up in their games individually and becoming more prominent.
Well, I think that has to do with 2 things. First, the offseason work you put in. It's really advanced at this point. And what that work that you put in the offseason does is it raises your confidence level. And when you step between the lines, you better believe you can contribute. So it's skill development, it's strength, it's conditioning, it's nutrition. There's so many things that go into a role player starting to become more assertive and more involved.
Now here's McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. And the first shot of the night for him missing.
And just the kind of start you're hoping to avoid. 1 for 5 from the field here early on.
Here's Ross, and the jam by Ross.
My goodness, the vertical of Terrence Ross is special.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Portland again missing. And so Grant will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Lays it up and banks it in. Grant's got his first points of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Turner passes to Lillard. To halt the run. The offensive rebound. Goes back up. And Turner with the lay-in.
Boy, look at how hard he pursues the basketball. Gets out of his area. Terrific work on the offensive glass.
Lillard against Grant. The feed to Fournier. Kicks to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. Good on the triple.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Lillard against Grant. McCollum outside. Outside Turner. Now the pass to Aminu. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And he hits the jumper for 2.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now here's Fournier. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston. Pass to Ross. Over Lillard. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Lets it go with the 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Grant kicks to Vucevic. Right side Gordon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Turner. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
And he gets it back. McCollum outside. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Magic. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Well, I couldn't agree more, Greg. Situations like that you hope build character. But they need to knock down the free throws, bottom line.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Fournier against McCollum. Fournier finds Gordon, takes a 3. Here's Vucevic. And again, unable to change momentum here. Fournier against McCollum. Pass to Lillard. Shoots over Grant. And it's Lillard missing.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
Not a lot to be happy about with the Magic last season, but they did see some improvement in some of their players.
You know what, Kevin? I think you saw Aaron Gordon make a big leap, and I don't think he was alone. Guys like Evan Fournier and other wings also continue to develop their games. If there was one silver lining for a very difficult season, that would have to be it.
Bucket is good. Grant's got his second bucket of the night.
The creative force behind these points is Terrence Ross. This guy keeps his head up, puts the pass right where it needs to be.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Nikola Vucevic has done a great job of improving Doris, his playmaking ability as a center.
And it's the way the league is moving. More and more centers are acting like playmakers. Vucevic, one of them. This guy has upped his assist average in each of the last 5 years. Incredible.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Terrence Ross. Simmons checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jaren Grant. Now, here's Lillard. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Washington. Over Augustine. Lillard misses. Magic leading by 4. Isaac with the ball. To the middle. Here's Simmons. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Here's Lillard. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
He has certainly done his part this period. Just needs to get a little more help from his teammates.
Here's Augustine. Great tee that time from Leonard.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Not too surprising that he wants to see him sharp at the defensive end right from the opening tip.
And, you know, they have the ability to control a game with their D, but they have to be aggressive and send that message right away.
I do believe, Greg, this team has an intimidation factor working in their favor because of the level of defense that they play. And if the stops start adding up in the first half, that factor starts to weigh on the opponent's mind.
Curry can't get it to go.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Augustine against Lillard. Now here is Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Curry with the steal.
2 minutes left.
Inside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Trailblazers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. With college basketball expanding the three-point arc out to FIBA range, Doris, does that set the table, you think, for the NBA to move its arc, their three-point shooting line, out as well?
I think one of the things that I would like to see, Kevin, is a more unified game across countries, right? We've talked about the NBA and basketball in particular becoming a more global game. I think one thing that I'd really love to see at the lower levels of basketball in the formative stages is young players have to play with a shot clock. Because what that forces those players to do is be 3-tool players. Under duress of a shot clock, you better be able to put the ball on the deck, make a pass, or take a shot. So I think the more we can normalize a set of international rules, the better basketball is going to be long term.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Augustine against Lillard. Over Augustine. That one off the back iron and out.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
No good from Simmons.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Curry dishes to Stauskas. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Damian Lillard, third.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Augustine with it. Lillard picks him up. Passes to Simmons. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
With the shot.
Simmons got 6 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
There's the pass to Leonard. Fires the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And stolen by Lillard. Fires from 14, and he connects with the jumper. 14 points for him.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Here is Augustine. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. He kicks to Gordon. From down in the low post, it goes.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Magic leading by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. One of the most lethal scorers in the game, All-Star Damian Lillard, talks about why confidence is big for him.
I like a challenge. I love being here, and I feel like, if I have the confidence in myself that I say I have, then we could bring in some guys that can get better, and we can build something from here on out. Same thing happened with Golden State. Nobody talked about Golden State 4 years ago.
And the Blazers, Greg, disappointed with last year's first-round defeat, but they've assembled some nice talent.
And like he said, we've seen teams jump into title contention more quickly than expected in the past.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
So far that they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Augustine and Simmons are the guard tandem. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Good work there as it goes. Simmons got 8. Trailblazers trail by 7. Now Lillard. Outside Curry. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
I love it whenever Seth Curry decides to go inside. This guy has the potential to be a dangerous scorer from that area.
Isaac passes to Gordon. Over Harkless. And it's Gordon missing.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Magic leading by 5. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. A floater, and the layup is up and in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Lillard kicks to Curry. High post try. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
Well, really good awareness from Jonathan Simmons. Really getting an understanding of when to put the pass on time and on target.
Curry against Simmons. Pass to Leonard. The jump hook. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Leonard's got his second basket of the night. Orlando leading.
Boy, what a journey for Jonathan Simmons, gentlemen, right? This guy is undrafted. He comes up through the G League and now has proven to be a quality NBA player.
Augustine against Lillard. Leonard, the pass to Stauskas. To the paint, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And Simmons credits his time with the Spurs, Doris, for molding him into the player that he is today.
Well, I think specifically Simmons improved on the defensive end of the floor. This guy would get some tips and watch Kawhi Leonard play. You can see that in the rugged tenacity on the defensive end.
And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic has checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. McCollum's checked in. Bamba kicks to Simmons. Over Curry. And Curry pulls it down. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Portland. They trail by 7. Pass to Leonard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum finds Harkless. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Leonard. Another miss by Orlando. Trailblazers trail by 4. And here's McCollum. Back to Curry. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Dishes it to McCollum. Shoots over Bamba. McCollum, no good.
Boy, the mid-range becomes slightly more difficult when the defense is as active as they are there.
It's stolen by Stauskas. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Terrence Ross is checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Evan Fournier comes in for Simmons, and it's Grant in for Augustine. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Leonard. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless, and it's Turner in for Stauskas. Curry deciding where to go with it. Yes, that goes in. Curry's got 6.
I'll tell you, Seth Curry, when he shoots the basketball, picture-perfect release, that is so pretty.
Curry against Grant. Outside Fournier. Over McCollum. And too long on the shot. Portland trailing here. Outside Turner. McCollum against Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Turner. Here's Nurkic. No good. That would have tied it. The Magic have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Grant kicks to Bamba. It's Fournier on the wing. The pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Nurkic, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night. Trailblazers trail by 4. Curry with him. Last game he had 12. To the inside, Nurkic connects on the foul line jumper. Nurkic has got his first 2 points.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Here's Fournier, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on C.J. McCollum. You know, Doris, the ability to beat the defender off the dribble is so important. Who do you think has the quickest first step right now in the league that you've seen personally?
That's a great question, boy, Kev. I'll tell you some guys I wouldn't want to have to contend with on a night by night. No way I want to try to guard the wizardry of Kyrie Irving, right, or the flat-out end-to-end speed of John Wall, or the incredible explosive athleticism of Russell Westbrook. The deceptive nature of James Harden's game. Please, child, please, I don't want any part of any of those men.
You're getting riled up here. And so Fournier nails both of them.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
Curry passes it to McCollum. Shoots over Fournier. The Trailblazers rebound. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shoots over Fournier. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'll tell you, if he keeps missing shots, it's going to be a tough night to try to trim this lead.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I'll tell you, with that being his second foul, now you've got to be more careful. You can't give the officials any excuse to whistle him for number 3 before the end of this half.
Ross against Turner. Turner with the steal.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Here's Curry, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I love the aggressiveness of Seth Curry right there. Despite that frame, guys, he is not afraid of getting fouled.
And it took a few seasons, Doris, for Seth Curry to prove himself on the NBA level.
How about his start, Kevin? 5 teams in his first 5 years. But he flourished when given the chance, and we know is a deadly shooter.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, similar to his brother Steph, Seth is a knockdown shooter. This guy's a crafty combo guard with a number of tricks up his sleeve.
He hits both from the stripe. And so Grant will bring it up for the Magic. They've led by as much as 10. To the paint, looking for Fournier, gets it there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, this is what you want from Fournier, right? Some productivity as a scorer of the basketball. Nice.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Ross against Turner. From downtown. The rebound by Grant.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Right side Fournier. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. 6 points for Mohamed Bamba.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. The unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Nurkic against Vucevic. Nurkic can't hit. Orlando leading by 6. Ross kicks to Vucevic. Fournier passes to Bamba. Over Aminu. Bamba's shot is off.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Turner inside. He's guarded by Ross.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
Here's Grant. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Curry against Grant. Fournier for 3. Hands it from downtown. And now an 11-point Magic lead.
Evan Fournier has proven over and over, you better get a hand up and contest from 3, or he will make you pay.
Now a timeout called by Portland. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Pass to Ross. Just 5 on the clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ross has got 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Curry against Grant. Here's McCollum. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Well, 1 make and 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
Curry against Grant. Outside Fournier. Back to Grant. Good work defensively by Turner. Trailblazers trail by 11. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first personal foul.
Evan Turner, the former number 2 pick out of Ohio State, he acts as a utility night for this team. He can wear a lot of different hats. His versatility might be his best trait.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And with Turner, as you mentioned, Greg, he can play both wing spots and does whatever you need from him on offense.
Well, you like what he's playing in the post and bullying small wings. Much better from that area of the floor than from outside. He also can act as a playmaker, very adept at running the pick and roll.
And he sinks the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Fournier against McCollum. Fournier goes in. Here's Vucevic. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. Here's Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Kicks it out to Gordon. Beyond the arc. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
41 seconds left in the first half. Lillard with it. Now defended by Grant. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Turner against Simmons. Outside Fournier. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
When Evan Fournier is this assertive, because he's got such a versatile game, he is hard to slow down.
Over in the corner, Turner. Portland no good that time either. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
In the lineup of the Trailblazers, Mo Harkless.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Magic lead by 16. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello! You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here at this beautiful table. This is a beautiful table.
What is this, oak?
It is. I think it's teak.
Oh, teak.
There's Shaq. There's Kenny.
Polished oak.
Teak. It's
Polished
very
teak.
nice. It's very nice.
You mean antique?
No, it's just teak.
Teak.
I have an antique.
Evan Fournier led the way in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. It's a 16-point game. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. At the 2, it's McCollum, with Turner at the 3. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Lillard in at the point. Here's Grant. That one misses. Some solid defense from Lillard. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That is his first personal foul.
Lillard against Grant. Lillard finds Aminu over Gordon.
See, the combination of size, mobility, athleticism gives Aaron Gordon the necessary attributes to be an excellent defender.
Knocks it loose. Nurkic with the steal. Turner looking around. Pass to Lillard. Passes it to Aminu. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Turner. Sweet little floater.
Evan Turner.
Turner's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Trailblazers.
Well, Steve Clifford takes over here in Orlando, and of course he is known for his frankness and his disciplined approach to the game. You think about Clifford's teams, they rarely make unforced errors and are some of the best at minimizing their own mistakes.
Lillard outside. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 17 now.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
With the floater, Grant with the bucket, getting it done inside. 8 points for him.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Back to Lillard from past the arc. Fournier pulls it down.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And he gets the bucket. Grant's got 4 this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Fournier against McCollum. Shoots over Fournier, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Tremendous defense. Boy, they're putting an emphasis on not giving him a clean look inside.
Grant down low, covered by Lillard. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Portland again missing. Orlando leading by 15. Down low, and Vucevic throws it down.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
Let's hear it
For the Magic, Jonathan Isaac comes in for Aaron Gordon, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Jaren Grant. Portland also making some changes. Myers Leonard comes in for Al Farouk Aminu, and Nick Stauskas is subbed in for CJ McCollum. Turner dishes to Stauskas. A floater, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Boy, the screen doing its job to perfection. One of the oldest plays in the book and still one of the best.
Nick Stauskas, a player who had been wasting away on the 76ers bench doors before being traded last season.
Yeah, and that trade, Kevin, gave Stauskas another chance to prove himself. This guy has always been a decent three-point threat, but didn't offer much else. In the right situation, though, you thought he could be a bigger contributor. Let's see what happens.
Shooting one.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Augustine against Lillard. They grab their own miss. Nurkic with the block. Outside Turner. Kicks it to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Augustine looking around. Fournier gets a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Fournier's got 16.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
And stolen by Lillard. Outside Turner. Back to Lillard. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic for three. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard. Great showing for him last season. Putting in about 27 points a game. 6 assists and 4 rebounds. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Here's Stauskas. He's guarded by Fournier, 13 feet away. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Nurkic.
That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
That one drops for him. Portland with the ball. They get the take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Back to Lillard. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Orlando making a change here. Bamba's checked in. Here's Stauskas. He's guarded by Fournier. 5 on the clock. Stauskas inside the line. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Fournier.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
No good from Ross. Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. Ross against Turner. Shoots it up. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
Ross on the wing. Turner covering. Augustine against Lillard. Now here is Augustine. Tight defense on him. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 8 points for Terrence Ross.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
Well, he has got to be the only thing they're discussing in this huddle because the approach they've used on him has been a disaster. Changes need to be made. I don't know if it's a double team, switching matchups, but something's got to be done.
Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Orlando. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Harkless comes in for Turner, and it's Seth Curry in for Lillard. Curry kicks to Nurkic, the pass to Harkless. Trailblazers moving the ball around. The 19-footer is on the money. Harkless has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, that is about as low a percentage shot as I've ever seen. I guess this guy likes a challenge.
Feeds to Simmons. The jump hook off the left rim and out. Trailblazers trail by 13. Curry is inside. He's guarded by Fournier. Nurkic the pass to Stauskas. Pass to Leonard. Over Simmons. Leonard, no luck. Orlando leading by 13. It's stolen by Stauskas. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. He kicks it to Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. McCollum's checked in for Stauskas.
C.J. McCollum.
Orlando's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Pass to Isaac. Over Leonard. And too long on the shot. Trailblazers trail by 13. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Isaac with the ball. Fournier finds Simmons. And the shot goes in. Simmons got 10 points.
Well, we know this. Fournier is a multi-position guy, and how adept was that pass? Really nice.
Fournier against Curry. McCollum outside. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from McCollum. Fournier against Curry. Outside Fournier. Now here's Ross, defended by Harkless. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
C.J. McCollum at the line for 2.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He misses the free throw. Orlando making some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Terrence Ross. And it's Jaren Grant in for Fournier. And a switch here also for Portland. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. Good on the second free throw. And so Grant will bring it up for Orlando. 17 points was their biggest margin. Kicks it out to Gordon. Buries it from three-point range. Gordon's got 10 points.
You see, before you could give Aaron Gordon a cushion from deep. At this point, though, he has honed that part of his arsenal.
Grant against Curry. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. He's got 11.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Grant. Portland grabs the miss. Now here's Harkless. 5 points in the game.
Orlando foul call. Mohamed Bamba.
The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Line for the Trailblazers. Mo Harkless. 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That's good from Harkless. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Magic leading by 10. We saw Gordon making big strides in his game last season, Doris, and it started with his shooting.
Well, specifically his long-range shooting, right, Kev? Because the three started to fall, and then that opened up other scoring options for him. Boy, it really seemed to come together for this guy, a rising star in just 1 year. As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Curry passes to Aminu, stolen by Gordon. Here's Grant. He's got 10. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. Good on the bucket. Grant's got 12 in the game. Trailblazers trail by 12. Curry kicks to Nurkic. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Grant outside. Outside Gordon. He can't get it to go. And so it's Orlando, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Simmons and Gordon out on the perimeter. Bamba is out there with Vucevic, and it's Grant in at the 1 spot. That's his out there for Orlando.
Foul call. Seth Curry. That's his first personal foul. At the line, shooting 2. Jared Grant.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers trail by 13. McCollum kicks to Harkless. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Magic ball.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the wing right side. Here's Vucevic. Back to Grant. Shoots a three. Rebounded by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And stolen by Simmons. And now Orlando on the break. And he lays it up and in.
You can see why Jonathan Simmons in space would be a problem. I like his aggression in the fast break situation.
Harkless with it. He's against Gordon. It's stolen by Vucevic. Outside, Simmons. Pulls it from the elbow. And he hits the jump shot. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
Well, Jonathan Simmons becoming dependable from the mid-range. He understands when to take those shots.
And Aminu kicks to Nurkic. And Jonathan Simmons gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in.
Substitution. Damian Lillard.
Here's Nurkic. Now Harkless. Back to Nurkic. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
I'll tell you, that play was not as easy as he made it look. A moving target, it has to be perfectly placed, really pretty.
Grant surveying the D to the middle, and Vucevic throws it down.
There's a chemistry that Vucevic has with his guys, the alley and the oop.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Portland moving the ball around.
Stop it!
Nasty. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Grant the pass to Bamba. Now here's Simmons. He's covered by Aminu. Simmons finds Vucevic. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. He dishes it to McCollum. The teardrop falls in.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
Grant kicks to Gordon. Over Harkless. And it's Gordon missing. Trailblazers trail by 15. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. McCollum up top, guarded by Simmons. McCollum no good.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
And stolen by Lillard. Over in the corner, Harkless. Nurkic trying to get open. The shot by Harkless, no good.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And it's sent back by Lillard. A 3 from McCollum. That one, no good. And Orlando the other way now. Grant against Lillard. Now, here's Grant. Defense right on him. Bamba wide open, and he fires. The Magic again can't hit.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lillard misses. Magic leading by 15. Gordon deciding where to go with it. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Quick instincts from the savvy big man. Aaron Gordon getting his shot off under duress. Nice.
Three-pointer, Lillard drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Lillard against Grant. Here's Vucevic. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Magic lead by 16.
I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Passes it to Harkless. Clock at 6. Nurkic trying to get open. The shot by Harkless no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's 15 points for Jaren Grant.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Right, Greg, you've got to push him off the box because once he's got that deep low post position, turn the lights off.
And the dunk by Grant.
How about the activity on the defensive end from Jonathan Simmons? He moves his feet, he's got long arms, and he's willing to take chances.
Lillard against Grant. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Grant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Look at the state of the game. International leagues getting better and better, Doris. There's no doubt about it. We see it at Olympic times and during FIBA play in between. We see a lot of NBA players who have spent time abroad, and I think they come back better.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kevin. I think wherever you can hone your craft and do it in a competitive environment where winning and losing is at stake on a nightly basis, it has so many opportunities for learning and growth. So, okay, I can't turn it over 5 times in a competitive environment, regardless of what league I'm playing in, because that's to the detriment of my team. If I'm lazy on the defensive end, I'm going to get exposed by good offensive players. To me, Kev, I love any time there's competitive basketball being played. I want to watch it.
Love that answer. And here's McCollum for 3.
Well, it helps to have the length and quickness of Evan Fournier to try to contest a shot. Really good job staying with his guy.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Fournier's got 19 points.
Talk about stretching out a defense. He's been unstoppable tonight.
I'll tell you, he's nailed everything in sight, and how efficient he has been from outside the arc.
Aminu, no good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
Here's Ross. Makes it off the glass.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Looking to get it going. He takes it up and lays it in. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Poked away, inside, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
For Portland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Lillard finds McCollum. Over to the wing. Aminu, no one around him. No good on the 3. And so Grant will bring it up for the Magic. Doris, for both charting game action and improving player health, the players now are being tracked by the player tracking devices or chips in their jersey during a game.
I love it, Kevin, because what it enables teams to do is measure the impact and the toll it can take on a player. For example, we now know that player X ran 5 miles on this particular night in this game action environment. And what that affords you is, okay, if you have a back-to-back situation, then you're going to be more careful with that player's minutes the next night. Or if it's an off day, Kevin, you can just say to that player, listen, unless we're doing a walkthrough, you're not involved. I want you off your feet and recovering. Anything that helps the competitive environment that these players are playing in, I'm all for it, Kev.
That was an excellent example. I like that. Turner passes to Nurkic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Jaren Grant. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Damian Lillard. And Stauskas subbed in for McCollum. Inside, Turner with the steal. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
If they think they can give him that shot and get away with it, think again, gentlemen.
And here's Augustine.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
At the elbow, it's Gordon. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this is the kind of thing that will help that shooting percentage. Fournier in the high percentage area.
Here's Turner. Misses off the left iron.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Leonard with the steal.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Evan Fournier.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference. Up by double digits, little time remaining, way to defend your house.
Well, this is what you call taking care of your business, showing dominance on their home floor. What an excellent effort.
Stauskas kicks to Turner. Over Augustine. It's hauled in by the Magic.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Outside Fournier. Leonard brings the double team. Shot from 12. The shot's good from Fournier.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
18 feet out. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.